On this video we're taking a look at our CBB Parlay for the games that are happening on Thursday, March 17, 2022. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Our first parlay pick is Memphis vs Boise State. Boise State win. And here is why. KenPom ranks the Mountain West as the 7th strongest conference in college basketball and ranks the American Athletic Conference as the 8th strongest. Boise State won the MWC tournament and beat Colorado State, who is a number 6 seed, twice, so I cannot help but think the Broncos will feel disrespected coming into the tournament. The Broncos are an experienced group led by senior guards Marcus Shaver, Abu Kigab, and Emmanuel Akot, and they rank 51st in KenPom's experience and 70th in minutes continuity. They defend at a high level, 17th in KenPom's adjusted defensive efficiency, and will likely be able to limit Memphis's elite offensive rebounding, as the Broncos rank 5th nationally in opposing offensive rebounding rate. In addition to their stingy defense, the Broncos have the size to match up with Memphis, as they rank 15th in average height. While Memphis has gotten a lot better in most facets offensively of late, it still ranks in the bottom 10 nationally, with an ugly 22.9% turnover rate for the season, something the stingy Broncos defense will exploit. So much of Memphis's scoring relies on crashing the offensive boards with Duran, but that strength will be nullified against a Broncos team that is the 5th best defensive rebounding unit in college basketball, with opponents only grabbing 21.9% of their own misses. Memphis has been playing extremely well, but the Tigers continue to struggle with turnovers and rank in the bottom 10 in turnover rate out of 358 Division I teams. Furthermore, the Tigers are 6-10 against the spread in their games away from FedEx Forum and rank 342nd in Haslametrics away from home metric. Boise State is 13-5 at TS in games away from home with 14 outright wins, while also covering 7 of its 9 games as an underdog with 6 outright wins. Furthermore, the Broncos are a perfect 9-0 in games against teams who rank in the top 150 of KenPom's average possession length, Memphis number 48. Since the 2010 tournament, underdogs in the number 8 versus number 9 matchup are 29-17-2 at TS. Being that this game is in Portland, Boise State will have the benefit of being closer to home, so the crowd could favor the Broncos. I like Boise State to get the win outright and advance to the round of 32. Our second parlay pick is Gonzaga vs Georgia State. Gonzaga minus 23.5 points. And here is why. We have a classic David vs Goliath matchup in Portland as the Panthers look to pull off what has been done only once before by a number 16 seed. Slaying a number 1 overall seed in the NCAA tournament. The Panthers enter the big dance as winners of 10 straight games, and they won 3 games in 3 days to win the Sun Belt tournament. The Panthers will try and lean on their defense to slow down the Gonzaga offense, which may be possible seeing as the Panthers have the nation's 46th ranked scoring defense, holding opponents to only 64.8 points per game. Senior guard Corey Allen will lead the offense, and in the Sun Belt tournament, he averaged 23 points per game for the Panthers. Gonzaga is the top overall season for a reason and should have no problem winning this game. However, I think Georgia State is much better than a 16 seed, as this team is solid defensively and has been on a roll as of late. Gonzaga is solid on both ends, however, as I think the Georgia State defense will keep the Panthers in this game for a bit. I think Georgia State does enough with the points to get us a cover. Gonzaga has been waiting a full year for this moment, a chance to avenge the devastating end to what was almost a perfect season last year. The Bulldogs lead the country in both scoring and field goal percentage, and with 5 players averaging 10 or more points, this offense is almost impossible to stop when they are playing their best. Gonzaga avenged their only conference loss of the season in the WCC title game when they overwhelmed St. Mary's, scoring 82 points on 57.7% shooting from the field. I am going to lay the points and recommend Gonzaga in this game. This will be a de facto home game for the Bulldogs, who in their last 2 games as a number 1 seed are 2-0 against the spread, and they have covered margins much bigger than this. The Panthers simply don't have the talent to contain the Bulldogs' guards or match up with Drew Timm and Chet Holmgren on the interior. Take Gonzaga. Our third parlay pick is San Francisco vs Murray State. Murray State -1. And here is why. The number 10 San Francisco Dons and the number 7 Murray State Racers will meet in the first round of the NCAA tournament on Thursday night. San Francisco is having a magical season, making the big dance for the first time since 1998. The Dons picked up a huge 75-63 win against BYU in the West Coast Conference tournament that punched their ticket to the tournament. They have had a great season with a 24-9 record, but they have only 2 wins against teams in the tournament field. This is a great team that has wins over NCAAB and Davidson, but they should be beaten by this great 32 Murray State team. The San Francisco Dons play in the West Coast Conference, where they have to deal with the juggernaut that is Gonzaga every year. This year, San Francisco made it to the conference finals only to lose to, you guessed it, Gonzaga, who beat them 81-71 as a 14.5-point favorite. The Dons come into the tournament with a record of 24-9, with 3 of those losses coming to Gonzaga. They only shot 38% from the floor in the championship game, while the Zags shot a blistering 58%. But the Dons made 11 threes to just 3 for Gonzaga, and that kept them in the game. It's been a magical season for the Murray State Racers. They are 32 and cracked the national top 20 with a No. 20 ranking. They nailed down a berth in the NCAA tournament by virtue of their 71-67 win over Morehead State on Saturday to win the Ohio Valley Conference. Murray State only shot 38% from the floor in the win, but they made 10 threes, 5 more free throws, and pounded Morehead State on the glass, out-rebounding them by 16, with a ridiculous 18 offensive rebounds. That helped them get 9 more shots than Morehead State. Tevin Brown led the Racers with 23 points and 6 rebounds, while Justice Hill added 21 points. They both had 3 threes each. Murray State enters the NCAA tournament riding a 20-game winning streak since their 71-58 loss to Auburn on December 22. The Racers' only other loss on the season came to East Tennessee State. They rolled through Ohio Valley Conference play, going undefeated in the regular season, as well as winning the conference tournament this month. This Racers team is legit, and they have a star in KJ Williams who can lead them to the next round. San Francisco forward Johan Misalski is rated questionable for this game, and he may not be 100% healthy even if he plays. Williams should have his way in this one. Take Murray State to keep rolling. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you the user or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.